Look out below! These scrapes. No room. they're scanning for me. Got one. Still get the upper hand. At least, no one else will die because of them.
Great game.
No space. Here we go again. Hearts down. Need to keep the upper hand. Hardy little plant. You'll help. trouble. Right on time. Start.
The Oseram Guard will be blaming their shadows for their mistakes.
Nice to have a break.
Work's been hard lately. My mother told me to steer clear of Outlanders, but you seem friendly enough.
I have nothing to trade.
I'm still stepping softly in the damn quarry.
Edith and Nora were so fierce.
Now they have no claim on the throne.
Finally saw this mount on its way. It's a bit,
At least you
frivolous,
don't put on
isn't
airs.
it?
Least expected to cause you trouble. No,
The Osram have gone too far this time. Derval should die for his crimes.
I have nothing to trade.
decent work.
Yes, yes, you're very friendly.
My mother told me to steer clear of Outlanders.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
Buy what you need, leave the rest.
Only the finest goods here. See for yourself.
Oh,
You'll regret not
nice.
stopping when you're in
Glad
the thick
I
of it.
stopped for a bit. These aren't goods. They're necessities. Won't cost you a shard.
A man named Nissan came to see me, and we came to an arrangement. I think many in Sunfall will benefit from it. All this from a stolen sword. As they say, follow the shadow, and you'll find a flame.
Don't forget to stock up. Buy what you
Won't
need.
find better
leave the
wares.
rest.
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price. You'll like what I have for sale.
I've got all the best goods here. It's quite a show.
See for yourself.
Get all the best goods.
Take a look at these wares.
Come take a look. I'll give you a good price.
The longer this split with the Shadow Carja lasts, the more prices will go.
You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
Everybody's made a place and send them for the awesome.
Genuine craftsmanship.
Won't find better wares.
You'll look.
Check out these wares.
It's alive and well.
arrested two for disorderly conduct last night. You don't want to know.
So many come to the Sundom and can't be bothered to work, but you don't seem like the rest.
I've got a lot on my mind. Sorry. There are no shadows under the noonday sun. Words to live by.
You still want to talk? I might need a hanky.
I'll see you later.
I hope so.
Move along. You have no need to loiter around here. No, I'm awake and alert. Damn it. I have nothing to trade.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Have you spoken to Blameless Murad?
Not yet, but I will.
He wishes to speak to you. Defensive preparations are his responsibility.
quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes. I'm afraid all we can do is wait. Get some rest at Olin's apartment. Or tend to other matters.
Get to safety. The battle begins.
Don't forget to stock up before you're on the road.
Could you spare a moment to speak
Come
of
take
the
a look.
finer things?
Give you a good price.
How did you know to stop that Oseram from killing the Sun King?
The enemy is here.
I promise.
Don't pass up these goods. If the army makes it into Meridian, we're doomed.
Buy what you need. Leave the rest.
Why do you want to talk to me?
Children in the infirm. Get them to safety as soon as you can.
Children and the infirm. Get them to safety as soon...
Your son is marching. Protect your city from the army outside its gates.
Only the
I've
finest.
never broken bread with an outlander.
My
Check out
mother
these
said
wares.
I
Cost you a shard just to look. Come, take a look. I'll give you a good price. Buy what you need, leave the rest. Buy what you need, leave the rest. Would you like to buy something today?
Buy something?
Only the finest goods here. See for yourself.
Won't cost you a shard just to look.
Take a look at these.
Come take a
The
look.
work is done.
I'll give you a good
Then I
price.
can move. I'll be doing this till I meet the moon, I'm sure. You wouldn't be so eager to speak with me if you knew me.
You knew it was only a matter of time before an Oseram tried to kill the Sun King.
Have you just polished that armor, Buzit?
Of course. Watch out for the Oseram
Isn't that a
merchants.
little...
They'll as soon cheat you as look at you.
Nothing.
Out with it, woman.
Forget I said anything. You look very dignified.
Thank you.
And shiny. Very shiny.
Aloy, I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nor at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
I bet those traitorous Oseram will just conveniently lose Derval and transport to Mainspring.
This place really couldn't be more different to the sacred land, could it?
Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little Huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
Not what I imagined when I was a boy. But it's decent.
Aloy?
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side. And I am too.
The honor is mine. You saved my epitaph from being a fine soldier but a fool of a man.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
As the sun wills. When you found me, I was trying to eke out a glorious death. But now, a glorious life seems more preferable. To watch Edelman play in the low gardens again. Still surrounded by a dozen guards, but... what you did, Aloy, it was done well. Although, I can't shake this road, Vanasha. She delights in goading me, like brazen colors waved before a behemoth.
Do you want me to ask her to stop?
No. I accept it. Well then. Meridian shall stand and shadows shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that, Uthid.
Machines or bandits try to get past me, they'll have a fight. Mark my words.
The Oseram that tried to kill our Sun King? Traitors, the whole tribe of them.
You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora. The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
No, I'm thanking you. That night, I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army? Yes, that's why I came. Good. I'll wait.
Prince Itamen is alive and well in Meridian.
From their metal bones, I'll make my armor and my song.
Faceless traitors.
Elita, I'm pleased to see you, but what are you doing here?
I'm helping prepare for the battle. If Atral were here, we would have fought together. I know it. So I'm doing everything I can. Digging battlements, collecting herbs. Anything that makes a difference. I can't take his place. Nothing can take his place. But I'm here for him. For both of us.
I understand what it was he saw in you.
He'll always be with me. Sun and shadow still meet for a moment. Every dawn and dusk. I should give you this. To help in the battle. By the sun, I hope you don't need it.
Thank you, Elita. Be safe.
The Sun King's grown too soft.
Father understood that I
Too
couldn't
much
just stand
Oseram
by in
influenced
my
the
garden.
palace. What's he thinking letting Dervahl live?
How many men do you think you'll kill in the battle, Uthid?
As many as I have to.
I love it when you say things like that. It's so...
What?
cheerful. I only fight when I have to. But by the time I have to, I usually want to.
Now that Prince Itamen is returned
The sun
to
is my
Meridian,
armor.
is the war well and truly
This
over?
other armor I wear is a safeguard.
Nakoa, you came to fight.
How could I not? During the Red Raids, there was only one Karja Butcher the Nora feared more than Zaid.
Helis.
I would stand against any army he leads, no matter how strong. For the Nora he terrorized, for myself, and for my father.
We'll stop him. You have my word.
Your word means a lot, especially now. Because of you, I hear the sacred land is opened. If we win, I can go home. It'll be good to see Jan again. I'm with you, Aloy. Until the end. Like you said, we'll stop Helis cold. Together. I hear they call you the Anointed now. The matriarchs and their rituals. Jan's probably eating it up. It's strange to fight alongside the Karja. But I guess they're like any tribe. Some kind, some vicious. Like you said, we'll stop Helis cold. Together.
Geneva, they called you back to duty.
So, you're the one behind all this commotion. Who made Sun King Avad finally show his sword arm from behind those robes?
A king can be fierce and fair, Geneva. He's a good man.
A smart man, too. He had Murad offer all my prisoners a royal pardon if they'd fight for Meridian. The whole motley lot of them agreed. Didn't take much convincing.
With your kind of convincing, I don't doubt it.
Ha! This time I went easy on them. Those who commit the crime of attacking Meridian, they'll see less of my lenient side. May the sun blaze at your back, Aloy.
That's a nice spear, Uthid.
Thank you.
I like the way you grip it.
Enough, woman.
Can't fault my prisoners' discipline. All those dawn drills have served them well. After it's all over, I might be the only one going back to the Rock. How'd you like that? I've waited 2 years for this war to break. I can wait a little longer. Can't fault my prisoners' discipline. All those dawn drills have served them well.
Good for an old remedy. Petra!
Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Murad asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Osram, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring Forges, so I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The target should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did. It hits nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow. Range is good. Try the next. See? That'll knock a machine on its ass, ancient or no. With these, I think we could hold off an army.
You know that I appreciate your help, Petra. This battle, I don't know what's gonna happen.
We'll see each other again, I know it. Next time could be the time I'll convince you to stick with the free heap.
Petra, you know
I do. Always had a weakness for restless girls, though. I don't make weapons for a living. It's more of a diversion. The city always ground my gears, but I'd miss it if it were gone. You take care of yourself and the cannons.
I've put something special on the tips of my arrows for the eclipse.
Will just conveniently lose.
It's too bad Bahavas isn't here to see his little friends crushed. I only fight when I have to. But by the time I have to, I usually want to.
Always for a Sun King. Always for Meridian. Every battle we hope to make the last. For the other side. The sun is my armor. This other armor I wear is a safeguard.
There are materials like I've never seen in the markets above. I tried to explain stitchers and makers to these Karja. You'd think that wouldn't take much explaining. This place really couldn't be more different to the sacred land, could it?
It's always the ones you least expect that cause you trouble.
Trader in Osram will conveniently remove.
Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the Lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone. Not again.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side. My only request...
Name it.
Leave the biggest machine for me.
No promises.
When you need me, I'll follow your lead. I came prepared. I have arrows enough to take down 5 armies. Hawk and Thrush ready for the battle to start. When you need me, I'll follow your lead.
are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. It used to be Karja. Karja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Karja, how tough can they be?
Yeah, they're best guys just like birds. We'll rip their little feathers off.
And let's not get cocky, boys. Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
Well, that's... big. It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Erend. Ursa would be proud.
Well, only if we win.
What kind of machines have they got?
Big, ugly ones. From the ancients.
Ugly and ancient? Like your mother?
Worse, like your wife.
That's enough. This is what I have to deal with.
We gonna fight soon? I'm getting hungry.
You're always hungry.
Feasts on me, after we win.
Beer too?
Beer too. Well, you just can't leave me alone, can you?
I think she likes you.
You gonna kiss her, Captain?
Shut up. Now. We'll just pretend that never happened.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called Anointed, either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I. Your friend, the Vanguard, keeps looking over. Up here, I'm not sure if the world has grown bigger, or I've grown smaller. I apologize for the war chief. She is hating this. Your friend, the Vanguard, keeps looking over.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These Carja in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
They are not our foe. Not this time.
Quiet now. She comes.
The Anointed.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word. The Carja do not impress me. To build so tall is to invite the fate of the ancients. We will stand tall, for we are the strength of the Nora. Your fight is ours. You know it to be so.
O great sun, how does your gaze fall? In approval or approach? Turn our heads with your daily pilgrimage, from the east where we came, to the west where only you may go. You grant cold metal the warmth of life, and let the machines bask in your great shining. For you, the shadows shrink and part and gather again only at your allowance without form. Your eyes, the day, your ears, the priests, your lips, the radiant Sun King, as there was before and will be again, your light.
Naman, I should have known if there was going to be a Sun Priest here, it would be you.
And if the Sun King had allowed outlanders to set foot upon the Alight, this Aloy could only be you. I wish the circumstances were different, or that the Psalms of the Sun could give you peace of mind. But if you'll allow me one pontification...
Go ahead.
You've shown strength and compassion. Our enemies only a desperate hate. Both sides claim the blessing of the sun, but the sun that I pray to, it would bestow it upon yours.
You know, Naman, I'm already under some pretty heavy divine pressure, but I'll try to live up to it.
The tribes united against Shadow. How could that not be the sun's will? The Ataru have a proverb. Green grows from the ashes of a forest blaze. From what I could gather, the Nora believe their goddess chose them for a fated battle. The Oseram believe in many things. The forges hiss, the charcoals crack, the creak of the fermenting barrel. Complex omens. The Ataru have a proverb. Green grows from the ashes of a forest blaze.
observant without breaking it up. I had no idea the Nora were so fierce.
I just want a moment's peace.
So many come to the Sundom and can't be bothered to work. But you don't seem like the rest. Talana Khan Kadish, Sunhawk of the Hunter's Ranch.
You are a good ally to the Sun King and the Carja.
Praise the sun. Spies have released Prince Itaman from Sunfall.
Now that Prince Itaman has returned to Meridian, is the war well and truly over?
We've lived under the same sun all this time. Imagine that.